Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Dark Emmerdale scenes as trapped bear covers up a serious crime. Here's what's waiting for the villagers and why it matters. Tonight's episode plunged into some of the bleakest territory Emmerdale has explored in years, pulling us deep inside Bear's horrifying captivity and the twisted psychological grip Celia and Ray have over him. What unfolds is grim, unsettling, and quietly devastating. And I think it marks a turning point in this storyline, because for the first time, we truly see how much of Bear has been stripped away. Rye dragged Bear to Celia's farm months ago, and what began as coercion has now calcified into full-blown modern slavery. The conditions are brutal. Bear is starved of freedom, affection, and dignity. And yet he believes, tragically, that this is where he's supposed to be. Rye has manipulated him with scraps of kindness, as small treats, the illusion of special status, and the pain medication that has slid into dependency. It's grooming, masquerading as care, and it is deeply uncomfortable to watch. What strikes me most is how Bear has latched on to Rye as if he's a friend. Rye, for all his cruelty, genuinely seems to enjoy Bear's presence. A chilling dynamic, an abuser who likes his victim because he's compliant, and a victim who mistakes crumbs of attention for affection. But Celia doesn't share that sentiment. She sees Bear purely as a risk. And after ordering Rye to eliminate both Dylan and Bear, she's furious that Rye disobeys. His excuse that Bear doesn't know Dylan well enough to be a danger is laughably thin. But it reveals something. Rye doesn't want to kill Bear. Celia, however, is made of sterner, colder stuff. She sends Rye to intimidate Marin's family and marches to the farm herself, ready to deal with Bear. Their confrontation is one of the most haunting scenes of the episode. Celia calls him Bear, but he insists, almost desperately, on being called Ted. That man, he says, is all he is now. No father, no friend of the wolf pack, no former wrestler with a booming laugh. What's left is a shadow Celia can control. And then comes the most distressing twist. Earlier, Bear cleaned Ray's car after the hit and run that left Dylan gravely injured. He noticed the blood on the number plate and quietly removed the fake plate Ray used. It was a flicker of suspicion, perhaps even the last sliver of the old Bear recognizing danger. But instead of exposing it, he hands the plate to Celia. A heartbreaking act of loyalty, offered up like a gift. I think this moment says everything about his mental state. He's terrified of being discarded like Simo, the worker who vanished after dreaming of escape with Mick. Bear isn't choosing Celia. He's choosing survival. He genuinely believes this is the only way to stay alive. Now Celia can destroy the evidence. If Dylan survives, he may be the only person who can expose what happened. And even then, Celia and Rye are already moving pieces to silence him. Meanwhile, Paddy has no idea his father is living through hellish abuse, and every passing hour makes Bear's return to himself feel less possible.